Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the air, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Leaves it with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him for shoot. Let's go to him a third time.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the option. He'll toss it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Cook. Looking to the big tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Cook. He looks that one in nicely. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Burden.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll give it to the back. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Back to pass, it's Cook. He's taking the shot. What a snag by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quarterback will audible. They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball's incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
14, Missouri, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Third down coming up.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Coming after him. Now adjusting. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They want to just keep throwing it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Cook. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll let one go down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Looking to scramble. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Bringing it back, it's Hamilton. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Power football with the run. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Getting some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Missouri, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Wants to throw. It's Cook. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Hamilton. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going to the running game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off this spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
From the gun. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Wants to throw on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. It's still third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third.
The end of the third quarter. With the score Alabama 28, Missouri 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's his fourth interception of the night. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes a connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to throw, it's Cook. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's right on target. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Steps away to find some room. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Slings it downfield. Rolls it in. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Got a man. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
First down for this offense. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Feeling some heat. Buys a little time with his feet. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. Getting some heat. Slips a tackle. The throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
One more play to pad the stats. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.